Hi everyone, welcome to this yoga practice. My name's Debbie and I'm going to take you through the yoga practice today. You might have noticed that my YouTube channel is called Pilates with Debbie because that's my main focus, but I have recently qualified for yoga, so I'm going to be doing yoga today. We're going to be using lots of different props. We've got weights, we've got our normal size blocks, I've got my shallower block and I've got my boulder, or you can use a blanket. If you don't really want to use hand weights, you can use your fists, you can clench them, hold them tight to make your muscles work. You could use water bottles, fill them up with water, and you don't necessarily need a block. I'm using the block because I need to open out my hips more when I'm sitting cross-legged. But again, if you can sit cross-legs quite comfortably without a block, then do so. Or if you want to use a higher block for it, go for it. We're going to be working ourselves up to standing leg pose. So we'll be doing some exercises sort of laying on the floor initially. And we're also going to be working up to dancer's pose. So I'm going to do a few things on the floor area that's going to sort of prep us and prepare our bodies for working up to all of that. So if you're like me and you need something to sit on with cross-legged to open your hips, I've got my little flat block here. Sit down, and if you sit to the edge of the block and you cross your legs, you can open up your hips a lot more, your knees will go down. I find that if I sit down without that little tilt, and it's only just a tiny tilt that I've got there, without that my legs tend to rise and my hips are less comfortable. So we're going to start by sitting today. So get yourselves comfortable, guys. Get yourselves all ready and seated. And then we're going to do some mudras. So we have Prayam Mudra, we have Gayam Mudra, and we have Anjali Mudra. So they're the three mudras that I'm going to throw in today. So Gayam Mudra is our thumb and forefinger together, rested there. That's your Gayam Mudra. We have Prayam Mudra, which is the little finger, the ring finger, and the thumb together, and the two fingers out. Okay, so that's your Prayam Mudra. You can take either one of those. They're your chosen mudras, whichever you feel more comfortable with. And Anjali Mudra is just prayer hands. So sometimes I'll say prayer hands, sometimes I say Anjali, but you'll get the gist of it as we're going along. There's nothing difficult about it at all. So we're going to be sitting down now, seated comfortable. Let's start to roll our shoulders back and down, start to release our shoulders out. See how we're feeling there. We're going to check in with our bodies from a seated position. A lot of the times in my Pilates, I do it from a laying position. Roll the legs up, roll the legs. Oh, goodness, I don't know that. Roll your shoulders forward now. So we're opening out our shoulders, coming forward, opening them out. And then just stop where you are, and let's turn our head to the right, just allowing the ear to come down gently towards the shoulder. No stretching, just the arms are relaxed. You're just letting your head drop. As comfortable. Coming back to the centre, and then let the head drop over to the left. Just dropping down there, relaxing. And then bring your head gently to centre. Just take your chin towards your chest now, opening down the back of the neck. And then bringing the head back up. I want you to close your eyes down if you can now, or have them downcast, because it will help you to focus internally on your body rather than being distracted by anything that's perhaps in the room where you are right now. And take your chosen mudra, whether it be Anjali or Prayam Mudra, with your hands rested on your knees, or you can have them resting in your lap if you prefer. Closing the eyes down. Gently breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Breath is slightly different to Pilates. With Pilates, we breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. With yoga, it's in through the nose and out through the nose if you can. Just a gentle breath, letting the legs relax. Feeling the weight of your legs, your forelegs, your feet into the ground beneath you, and then the tops of the legs as they relax down, and your knees. Gain the weight of your glute area, your seat bones, your tailbone, down into the floor beneath. Relaxing the pelvic and the lower core. Now focus on those areas, so that's the legs and the core and your tailbone, seat bones. See how they're feeling. Focus on areas that are not feeling so good today and take note of those throughout your practice. Breathe into any tense areas that you're feeling now. Ask them to soften. Then focus on the spine, the mid-spine, the upper spine, the belly and your chest. How is that feeling today? Breathe into anything tense, ask everything to soften. Then the hands, the arms, the lower and the upper arms, both arms, let them go. And your shoulders, we hold so much tension in the shoulders, let them drop down. How are they feeling today? Is there tenseness there? Let the tenseness go. Then your neck and your head. Let the facial muscles relax down. Let all tension go through the top of your head so that your whole body is relaxing down. Just soften here. Keep breathing into tense areas, making sure everything is softening down and is feeling good. Preparing yourself for your practice. And I want to take your arms up into the air, take the hands together in prayer, and then interlock your fingers above your head. Turn the palms with the fingers still interlocked and push your palms up towards the ceiling. Opening out those shoulders, pushing the shoulders up and away. Keep pushing away, keep breathing in and out through the nose. And then release down, take the hands into prayer position, Anjali, to your heart center. Take a breath in, raising the hands over your head, palms together, bring them down, past your forehead, past your nose, your lips, and down to your chest. Do that again, opening your arms up, bringing in the energy, palms together above your head, bring the hands down slowly over your forehead, past your nose and your lips, down to your heart center. Taking the arms up again. This time, as the hands reach the top into prayer position, drop the left hand down to the floor, keeping the right hand above. Start to stretch over to the left hand side. Palm facing down on the right hand, stretching out down the side of your body. Right across there, feeling the stretch. Coming back up, bringing both hands up above your head into prayer. Taking the right hand down to the floor, taking the left arm over, palm facing the floor, stretching yourself over, keeping the glutes and your seat bones firmly on the seat below. Don't lift up the legs. Stretching down the left hand side of the body. Coming back to center, bringing the right hand up to meet the left, palms together, bringing them down over your forehead, past your nose, past your lips, down to your heart center. Take your head down into a bow, take your hands over your eyes and blink your eyes open. Slowly removing the hands, parting the fingers and allowing yourself to come back into the room with your eyes open. Okay, amazing guys. So we're going to come round onto all fours and we're going to do a little bit of thread the needle. We're going to do some cat-cow And then we are going to be using our blocks and our boulder or our rolled up blanket to do some further movements. I'm just going to put my hair up, guys, so get yourselves comfortable. Okay, let's take ourselves into all four position and let's do our cat-cow. Now, I like to roll, so I push myself back. As I breathe in, I push myself up. As I breathe out, I roll my spine again and I come up into my cat-cow that side, breathing out. Breathing in as I roll, pushing myself up. Breathing out as you roll back. Now, if this is not comfortable for you, you can do the classic, just moving up and down for cat-cow, but I like to roll my spine and I like to feel the movement of my body. Let's do a couple more of those. One more. And then coming back to all fours, ready to do our thread the needle. So let's start with our left arm into the air. So we're taking our left arm up and we're curling it under for 4, for 3, for 2, and the last one. And as we come under now with this one, we bring our ear to the floor and we take either our fingers to the corner of the mat and we push into those to get an opening, or you can bring your hand around and take hold of your thigh. So you'll be taking hold of the left thigh with your fingertips of your right hand. Then releasing the right hand down to the floor, pushing the left arm back up and coming down. Let's take that on the other side, breathing in with the right hand and coming under for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Coming under, taking your ear to the floor, either fingers to the corner of the mat, pushing into those fingertips, or taking your hand around and taking hold of your thigh behind. Bringing the fingertips back down, pushing in, taking your arm back up and coming down onto all fours. Now, this is where we're going to do a little bit of work with our blocks. So this is sort of working us up to our dancer's pose, but we're going to be doing it sort of getting our balance on the floor here. So you've got your blocks, okay, you've got a nice height with the blocks, and then you take your boulder or your rolled up blanket and you put it on top of the blocks. So you've got a fair decent height there. You're going to get your belly and you're going to take your belly so that it's comfortable across onto the boulder. Get yourself where you're feeling comfortable. And then you're going to take your legs off of the floor, and you can keep your hands there if you wish, or for balance purposes and for dancer's pose you can take your arms back behind you. Oh, I'm rumbling about, sorry guys. You can take your arms behind you for balance here. This is going to prepare us for when we're standing up and we're doing our dancer's pose. We're holding our core and we've got balance. Breathe in now. And then taking your hands down, holding them together and just releasing your head down and relax the knees. Let's do that again. So get your balance with your legs in the air. Put your hands there, or you can take your hands behind you for the balance. This is also quite good for Warrior 3. So we can do this in Warrior 3. And then taking your hands down, releasing your knees, taking the boulders away, taking the block away and allow yourself to just go into child's pose. Child's pose is where you can go at any point throughout the practice. If you feel you need to rest, you take your knees mat width apart and you can rest down. Some people prefer their knees together and rest here. You can also put a block under your head and rest down if the floor feels too far away and your spine is being compensated. So then we're going to take ourselves round. So let's get our hand weights either side. So we're going to do a little bit of bridge to work our core with our bridge. We're going to do some feet work into the air, ready for our standing pose. And coming down to the floor. So you can, if you're coming down from here, don't just drop back, curve yourself down and come down slowly. If you get to a point where you feel like you're going to drop, hold your thighs and don't allow yourself to just bang onto the floor. Or you can come down from your side and roll yourself across. Left hand side if you have low blood pressure. So we're going to take our feet to the floor and we're going to do some bridge pose. We're going to work our spine upwards. We're going to bridge it. So you start by tilting the pelvis. So let's do a little tilt pelvis. We're just rocking the pelvis, just gently moving it up and down. And then from here you push into your feet, and as you rock the pelvis upwards, holding your core, you push your feet in and you push yourself up into the air, into your bridge pose. Holding it there, you've got your hands down for support. If you feel you've really got good balance, you can always take your hands away to test your balance and to test your core. Breathing in through the nose, and as you breathe out through the nose, you bring yourself all the way back down, one vertebrae to the floor. Releasing, breathing in as you push into the floor and you push yourself up. Breathing out as you come all the way back down. 2 more to go. Breathing in, rock the pelvis upwards, push into the feet, hold the core. And as you breathe out, you roll yourself back down, one vertebrae. Breathing in, pushing into the feet, raising yourself up. And this time, take your hands over your head if you can, holding it there. We're going to hold it here for 8 counts, so really push into those feet, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the arms up, and as the arms reach, as they start to come down, you allow the spine to come down with it, all the way to the floor, one vertebrae. Breathing in, rock the pelvis upwards, push into the feet, squeeze the glutes. Push yourself up, take the arms overhead and hold it there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now this time bring your arms up, stay where you are with your feet, stay in the air, taking the hands down, take the arms underneath you, clasping the hands together, roll the shoulders under and push yourself slightly deeper into that bridge. Holding it there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the hands out, roll that spine down, one vertebrae, all the way to the floor. Bringing in your right leg, bringing in your left leg and hugging yourself here. Big hug, slightly reversing the spine. It's worked one way, we're just gently tilting it back the opposite way. And then give yourself a little circle one way, a little circle the other way. And then we're going to take our legs straight up into the air. So when we do our standing leg pose, we will have one leg on the floor and we will have one leg out in front of us. So imagine our left leg now is on the floor, so straighten that leg down. Imagine that would be on the floor and our right leg is going out in front of us. Bringing that left leg back up, drop the right leg down. Okay, so let's just sort of scissor the legs, getting them ready for the position that they're going to be required when we're standing. Take your hands down for support, if you wish. Just moving those legs, scissoring them, getting them ready. I'm just going to do 2 more. 1 more. 1 more. And then bring those legs in and give yourselves a hug again. Take your hands onto the knees and begin to circle the knees one way. Releasing out your hips. And then reverse that. Okay, now for our balanced stances, we need to have good core strength. So we're just going to strengthen our core slightly before we take ourselves up to do some sun salutations. So if you've got your hand weights and you want to use them, then feel free to use them now. Or as I said before, you clench your fists, you work your fists. You can have your legs so that feet are flat on the floor, or you can take the classic sit up, which I prefer for my spine, with your legs long. Okay, it's simply your choice. We're going to do 8 sit-ups. Okay, we're going to keep that core nice and tight. We're building that strength around our core area. So let's sit up. Ready, slowly, don't throw yourself up for 8. For 7. For 6. For 5. Still breathing in and out through the nose. For 3, so you're breathing out as you sit up, you're breathing in as you lower down. 2. We've just got 1 more to go here. Coming up, stay seated. Okay, take the hand weights away. We're just going to do a little more core strength holding, building ourselves up. So we're going to take boat pose. Put our feet flat on the floor. Okay, take behind your thighs now and hold them. Slightly tilting back, keeping a nice straight spine. Don't bend back. We're keeping nice and straight. Taking our right leg up. Taking our left leg up. Taking the right leg up, keeping it there. Bringing the left leg up to join it if you can. Holding it there. So you can hold it there, or you can take your hands away, and we're going to hold it here for 8, 7, hold that core tight, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take behind the thighs, bring the feet down, and just give yourselves a little hug here. Sitting tall, strengthen, lengthen out that spine, and squeezing in. Amazing. Okay, let's bring ourselves round onto all fours. We're going to get ready. We're going to come up into our first downward dog. Okay, so make sure you've got your hands nicely and firm on the mat. You've got your fingers spread and all the fingertips are being pushed in, the palms being pushed into the floor. You've got nice strength there and a nice base for your downward dog. You're going to curl your toes under, breathing in through the nose, and as you breathe out through the nose, you're going to push yourself up into your first downward dog. Okay, your feet might not be flat on the floor, you may be up on your toes, that's absolutely fine. Stay in there. We're going to push our chest towards our knees and then walk your feet out. Feel the strength from the stretching down the back of your legs as you're doing this. Then right up onto your tippy toes, breathing in through the nose. As you breathe out through the nose, take those feet down, holding your downward dog. Taking your right leg up in the air, bending the knee, open out your hip, straightening that leg, bend the knee, bring it forward, come forward, drop down to low lunge, opening out your hip again. Then curling the toes under of the back foot, rocking on the heel of your front foot and bringing yourself forward into a lowering down forward fold. Okay, so just coming round, lay yourself forward fold down, come back up into flat back. That may be here, wherever you are, dropping down and then breathing in, taking your arms up overhead. And as you breathe out, you bring your hands round to Anjali Mudra. Okay, and I'm just going to move my mat a little bit. I'm hoping you can see me if I move it back here a little bit. Can you still see me here? I think you can. I think that's all good. Okay, I can get that here. Okay, so we're going to do some sun salutations now. So breathing in, taking the arms up. Breathing out, dive all the way down. Forward fold, up onto the fingertips or to the calves, and then dropping back down, breathing in. And as you breathe out, step back with the right leg, step back with the left leg into plank position. Got a nice plank here, your back's nice and straight. Okay, amazing. You're going to go knees, chest and chin, and you're going to bring yourself up. Okay, so this is sort of what we was doing on our blocks and our boulder. We've got our hands down here at the moment for support. So let's take our hands away. And this is a slight back bend that you've got here going on with your back. Okay, if you drop back down, then that means you was pushing into your hands. Try not to do that here. If you've got this, got your hands up, then we are going to push into our hands now. We're going to push ourselves up, and we're going to take ourselves up into our downward dog. Okay, we're going to lift our left leg up, we're going to bend at the knee, we're going to open out the hip, straightening the leg, bending the knee, bringing it forward for low lunge, coming forward, opening out your hip, curling the toes under the back foot, rock on the heel of your front and spring forward, hanging down, come up for fingertips, flat back, dropping back down, breathing in, taking your arms all the way up, taking them down to Anjali Mudra, prayer hands. Breathing in, breathing out as you dive down, breathing in as you come up to flat back, coming down, taking your left foot back, taking your right foot back into plank position. We're going to go knees, chest and chin again, and this time you can push into your hands and you can come up. For an upward dog, we've got a slight bend in our elbows, don't lock them out. You notice we've got our calves, we've got our knees, and we've got our feet still on the floor here. Breathing in, as you breathe out, you come up into your downward dog. Taking your right leg up, bending at the knee, opening out the hip. From here, if you want, you can take yourself over to Wild Thing, coming up here, holding it here. Taking the hand back down, bringing the leg round, taking it up, bending the knee and bringing it forward for your low lunge. Opening up. Coming onto the toes of your back foot, rock on the heel of your front foot and bring yourself forward. Hanging down, flat back position, drop down, breathing in, taking the hands up overhead, breathing out, you bring yourself to Anjali Mudra. Okay, breathing in, breathing out as you dive all the way back down, breathing in, come up to flat back, breathing out. Now from here you can take a step back with your right, or you can jump back into your plank position. And then we're going to go, you can go knees, chest and chin again, or you can do your chaturanga, where you bring yourself forward and you lower yourself down and come up. You'll notice that the calves and the knees or the front are all off of the floor, and I've just got the flat feet holding me, and I've still got a bend in my elbow, and then pushing myself back into downward dog. Okay, taking the left leg up, bending the knee and opening out your hip. From here, if you want, you can take yourself over into Wild Thing on the left hand side. Taking the left hand down, left leg up straight, bending the knee, bringing it forward dropping down, coming in to low lunge. In through the nose and out through the nose. Coming up onto the toes of your back foot, rock on the heel of the front and spring yourself forward. Coming down, breathing in, come all the way up. Breathing out, bring your hands together, your chest. Okay, we're going to run through that one more time with the whole thing, both sides, and then we're going to some of our more strengthening poses of our standing poses and things. So breathing in, breathing out as you roll all the way down, flat back position. Take the hands down, step or jump back to plank position. Knees, chest and chin or chaturanga. Taking yourself up into upward dog. Back into downward dog. Holding it there. Taking the right leg up, bending at the knee. Bending, opening that hip. And then if you wish, you can come all the way round and come into Wild Thing on the right hand side. Looking up to the fingertips, taking the right hand down, taking the right leg up straight, bend the knee, bring it forward, come down, low lunge. Curl the toes under the back foot, rock on the front foot and come forward, dropping down, coming up to a flat back, dropping down, breathing in as you come all the way up, hands down to prayer. Breathing in, breathing out as you come all the way down, flat back position, hands down, jump or step back to plank position, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, coming up into your upward dog, going back into downward dog. Let's take it on the left hand side, left leg up, bending at the knee, opening out the hip. You can drop that over, you can come onto Wild Thing on the right hand side, left hand side. Taking the left hand down, take the left leg up into the air, bend the knee, bring it all the way forward, dropping down, opening out the hip for a lunge, curling under the back toes, rocking on the heel of the front, coming forward, dropping down, breathing in, little back bend now if you wish, breathing out as you bring your hands round to prayer position. Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of mountain. So just going to stand still for a few moments. So taking yourself round, standing tall, take your hands down by the side, roll your shoulders back and down, put your hands, palms facing forward, closing your eyes down. Standing here a few moments. Relaxing down. Open your eyes, hands into Anjali Mudra. Okay, so this is where we're going to start to take some more balance movements, okay? I'll just move some of my blocks out of the way. I need to stand up with my mat because I'm on a flat area. I've got carpet and it's not great for balance. I think I've said this before. I was going to get new flooring, but I'm moving house so it can stay where it is. So we get nicely onto our right foot, push it down deeply into the floor and get yourself comfortable there, hands on your hips. As we were on the floor before when we was doing our scissor opening, we've now got our right leg firmly on the floor. We've got a slight bend in that knee. Do not lock the knee out. And then you're going to lift up your left leg, bending at the knee, and you're going to straighten that leg out as where you can. If that's down here, that's absolutely fine. So just where you can stand it and hold it there. Bring the knee in, stretching yourself out. Bring the knee in. Oops, don't worry if you fall out of it, as I do it quite often. breathing out. Then from here we're going to take, when I was saying to you, we're going to work up to dancers. So here, take hold of your left hand and your left foot in your left hand. Push the foot into your left hand. So push into that foot, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to tilt forward, okay? How you can have your hand on your hip and pushing into that foot. Focus on something that's not moving. And then take your hand out in front for dancer's pose. Holding it there. Hold the core, keep the balance. And then bring it down. Bring that leg in towards you for a hug. And then take it down to the floor. Okay, let's take that on the other side. So let's get our left leg nicely into the floor. And we're going to come up with our right leg. Got our right leg up. We're going to take our right leg out and in. Out and in. Out and in. We're going to take it back. We're going to take hold of that. So we've got hold of our right foot and our right hand. We push the foot into the hand, really push, and then start to tilt yourself forward, tilting forward. When you're comfortable, taking your fingers up, we have Gaya Mudra with our forefinger and thumb together, holding it here. Woo. Then when you're ready, bringing the leg back and then hugging that in towards you. As you can see, balance is really difficult, and I have wobbled and come out a few times. Try and focus on something that's not moving, which is always like a must when you've got balance, unless you're superhero, which I can't do. I have to really look at something. If I see anything moving, that's it. I'm like this. Even here just now, I looked at a candle and I was like, oh, moving. No, so now I'm gonna try, or we're all gonna try and do our tree pose. So let's again sink down into our right foot. We've got our right foot nicely in the floor. You can take toes, you've got heel against the lower part of your foot, and you can take your balance from there. You can take your balance to your calf, or you can take it right up into your thigh. Sorry, my foot slips around with like when I have leggings on. It's quite nice when you've got like just bare legs because the foot sort of seems to stick. Focus on something that's not moving. Take your hands into Anjali Mudra. And we're going to open the heart for 1, for 2, and for 3. Bring the hands down to Anjali Mudra, prayer hands. Woo. And then we're going to take our hands out into blossom. Okay, I have to bend, I'm touching the ceiling otherwise, so I'll take my blossom there. And we're holding it there. Take our hands back down to prayer position, and then bring the foot out and give it a shake and bring it back down. Okay, let's take that on the other side. So, got our left foot nicely in the floor. We can take it here, you can take it here, or you can bring it right up into your thigh. Whatever feels good for you. Get your balance, focus on something that's not moving. And let's open our heart for 1, for 2, and for 3. Bringing the hands down to heart center. Let's go up into blossom tree. Holding your hands here. Holding it. Or fall out of it as I did. You can always come back into it if you can. Always come back into it and hold it. Hands back down to heart center, and then giving your foot a shake. Guys, you're making me look so bad here. You're all so good. None of you are wobbling. What's going on? So, okay, we're walking at our feet now. We're going to do some little stretches and then we're going to go into some final relaxation. So I hope you sort of enjoyed what I've done so far. And yeah, hopefully I'll be doing more yoga practices as we go on. So let's take ourselves to the back of the mat here now. So you're going to breathe in and taking your hands together. You're going to breathe out. You're going to take yourself down. And then you're going to walk your hands forward into downward dog. So push into your downward dog here. This is a nice stretch. Got our head lower than our heart. So the blood's pumping nicely around the body. And then I want you to come down onto your forearms, onto a forearm plank. Holding it here, nice flat back. Hold it there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees down. Allow your body to come down to the floor. And let the head, so the forehead is onto the mat. You've got your hands to the side of you. And then take the arms down by your sides with the palms facing upwards. We're going to do a little version of swan here. So you're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to lift your head up, keeping the arms on the floor. I'm just lifting up. We're having a little back bend here. And then releasing back down. Breathing in through the nose, and as you breathe out, push the head up. And this time you can lift the arms. Feel the stretch down the arms. Holding your core. And then bringing yourself all the way back down. And the last one we're going to bring up our legs as well. So breathing in through the nose. As you breathe out through the nose, you lift the head, you lift the arms, and then you lift your legs. Holding it there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing yourself down, take your hands in front, resting your head. And then turn the head the opposite way. And then come round. And then this time you're going to take hold of your right foot, you're going to take hold of your left foot, and you're going to see if you can push into them and lift yourself up. Now you don't have to, you can just push away from here. You can just do one leg if you prefer, and then swap over and do the other leg, just get the stretch. Or you can do the full here. So breathing in and breathing out, lifting yourself up, pushing away into those feet. Holding it there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing down, pushing yourself up, coming to a seated position. We've worked our spine one way, we've now got a counter pose for that, so we're going to take a forward bend, so get your seat bones nicely on the floor, shoulders back and down, breathing in through the nose, and as you breathe out through the nose, you take your chin towards your chest and you begin to lower yourself down, working your spine in the opposite direction to which it was just going. Get to your point of comfort and hold it. Rolling yourselves up very gently. going to take your right leg over your left. Let me just spin around for this for you. Holding on to there. Got a nice flexed foot on the left leg. Squeezing the right leg towards you, taking the left arm around, taking your right hand behind you and push into the floor to straighten your spine. Don't twist yet, just pushing in, push the spine up. Breathing in through the nose, and as you breathe out through the nose, gently twist to the left, to the right, looking over your right shoulder. And then coming back to centre. Taking the legs out again, little shake, take the left leg over the right. Right arm around left leg, nice and tall, taking the left hand behind you, push into that left hand and push your spine straight. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, turn to the left, looking over the left shoulder. A little spinal twist here. And then coming back to centre. Fabulous, guys. Right, we're going to take ourselves down to the mat, and we're going to do a little bit of relaxation, a couple more stretches, and then into complete relax, meltdown, sink. Let's done our practice, let's start to chill. So we're slowing our heart rate down nicely now. You can come down from your side still if you wish, if you'd rather not come down from a seated position. If you're coming down from a seated position, don't forget you do have your thighs. Don't allow your spine to just drop back. Grab onto the thighs if you feel you're going to drop. Hands out in front, breathing in. And as you breathe out through the nose, you C-curve yourself down to the floor, one vertebrae at a time, very, very slowly. No dropping, no dropping. Hold that core. Bring yourself down slowly, slowly, slowly. Head comes down last. Take your legs long. Take your arms overhead. And as we did at the beginning of the practice, clasp your fingers together, turn the palms away from you and push away. Point the toes and push away there. Hold that core tight as you're pushing. Full body stretch, relax down, just relax, let it go. This time I'm just going to point the fingers and point the toes, stretching away, so you're breathing in. Try and push the spine gently down into the mat if you can. Push away, feel the stretch down the body, and then release. So we're going to take a big deep breath in this time. We're going to do the same thing. And as we release, we're going to release the breath through the mouth. Okay? So breathing in, breathing out, stretch away. Breathing in through the nose. And then release through the mouth with a sigh. Taking the hands down by your sides. Bringing the feet up so that they are flat on the floor. Taking your right leg in, squeezing it towards you. Taking the sole of the foot to the ceiling, taking around the side of your foot. You can take the inside of the foot or you can take your calf. And you bring the knee down towards the elbow. Half happy baby on the right. Relax into that stretch, release the shoulders, don't hold any tension there. We're slowing down now, the heart rate's coming down. Release that down. Bringing in your left leg, giving it a hug. Taking around the outside, inside or the calf, and bring that knee towards the armpit. Half happy baby on your left. Release that down. Now bringing both legs in, hugging both legs together, squeezing them in. A little roll of the spine one way, a little roll of the spine the other way. And you can either stay there rolling the spine, or you can take full happy baby, both legs. Bringing the knees down. You can even rock from side to side here. If that helps your spine, if that's a little massage for the spine, do whatever is good for you. Now taking the feet so that they're flat on the floor again. Taking the arms out to a T shape and just start to wind wipe your legs, left and right. Gently manipulating the spine again. Stopping in centre, taking the right leg over the left, breathing in. And as you breathe out, drop those legs over to the left-hand side, keeping your shoulders on the mat. And if you wish, you can take your gaze over to your right hand. Relax, guys, relax into it. Breathing in as you bring those legs back to centre. Breathing out as you uncurl the legs. Breathing in, taking the left leg over the right. Breathing out as you drop the legs over to the right hand side. Taking your gaze to the left. Bringing the legs back to centre on an in-breath. And on an out-breath, raise the legs long down the mat, taking your arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Breathing in through the nose, we're going to breathe out with a big sigh through the mouth. Breathing in, breathing out. Do that again, big breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh through the mouth. Closing your eyes down now, guys. Start to relax down into the mat beneath you. Releasing the feet, all the toes, the heels and the ankles. Releasing your calves, your knees, and your thighs. Release your lower tailbone area, your glutes, your lower core. Release the lower spine, the mid spine, and the belly. Release your upper spine and your chest. Letting your hands relax, the palms of your hands, the backs of your hands, the wrists, your lower arms, your elbows, and your upper arms. Both arms relaxed. Let the shoulders sink down into the ground beneath. Let the neck release. And finally, your head. Feel the weight of your head as it releases into the mat beneath you. Relax all your facial muscles. Release your jaw, maybe taking the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Parting the lips. Release your cheekbones, your nostrils, your eyes, your eyelids, your eyebrows, and your forehead. Now let everything release through the top of your head. Let all the tension, the pressure, everything just go. Let it push away out of your head and away from your body. You're laying still on the mat. Just the breath in your belly as it rises and falls. Allow yourself to sink a little deeper. Thanking your body for the practice that it's just done. Allow yourself to just relax just a little bit more. Really releasing every part of your body, melting down into the mat beneath you. Start to bring some movement back to your bodies now. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, maybe rolling your head side to side, releasing the neck. Take these movements slowly. Start to move the legs and the arms. You might want to do another full body stretch. You might want to hug your legs towards your chest. And then when you are ready, roll yourself onto your favourite side, left-hand side if you have low blood pressure. And allow your lungs to be free and open. And taking your time, bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. That might be cross-legged, that might be with your legs out in front of you, however you feel comfortable. Taking your chosen Anjali Mudra onto your knees or into your lap. Keeping the eyes closed down if you can. Then raising your arms above your head, taking them to prayer position, taking them over your forehead, over your nose, past your lips, down to your chest. Do that again, taking the arms up, bringing in the energy that you need now to get moving again. Taking your hands over your forehead, down past your lips, down into your heart center. Give yourselves a bow. Namaste. Thank you guys. Thank you. I really do hope you enjoyed that. It's quite new for me to do something completely different with yoga. But I'm enjoying it and I hope you are too. See you soon. Bye.